Greet. All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are joining from this morning. Okay, guys, we are going to look at the market and see what we can achieve today. All right, it's Monday morning. It's a good day and all of that. And as I said earlier, okay, all of the long trades were taken as early as around my own time. It didn't go well. And then some of the short trades we took did not go well too. But every other thing just shorted in the market, right? A lot of tokens shorted in the market and all of that. BTC even went down to that area of 40,000, but we do have a support area here at that 4,700, which is where we're equally rejecting from. So I want to see BTC bounce from here again, maybe to that level, up to that level of 43K and all of that. I'm equally looking at GMX. Okay, I'm looking at GMX too. I'm going to take a long trade on GMX. And, majority of these trades, okay, majority of them are all in that level of, support areas and all of that. So we equally need to be looking, to buy to the upside and all of that. All right. So yeah, basically for now, right, I'm not in any, I'm not taking any trade yet. I'm still looking at the market. I'm still, thinking twice and all of that. I'm not in any trade yet, but yeah, okay. If I go for GMX, okay, I'm not looking at any trade, taking any trade yet. So I'll just give you a few tips, guys, most especially for those of you who are beginners in this space. I'll just give you a few tips, then I will take your contributions. Okay, I need as much contributions as possible. You can unmute yourself, all right, ask your questions, make your input, and all of that. Then if I have my colleague here, if AK is able to join us, then he will equally give us his own insight into the market today. And basically that, okay, then we can get one or two contributions from you before we call it a day. Okay, I want it to be an interactive section. I want it to be a learning process for all of us, all right? And that's basically it. Yeah, Thomas, you don't have a mic, sorry for that. Yeah, Chris, you're welcome. Welcome. Alice. Yeah, Alice, I've not been seeing you. Sorry, I got your messages, but I've not been able to reply, right? I was trying to run to rush to be able to get to where I am. That's why I'm starting the Zoom meeting late. Okay. And
It's
yeah,
noted.
Emmanuel, good morning.
I was a little, that's why I was missed out in the Zoom, but thank God I'm here now to catch up. I just saw the notice as I came to my phone. I grabbed immediately to join. So
All
Merry
right.
Christmas, all of us.
Yeah, wish you the same, wish you the same. Thank you so much. And yeah, basically a lot of tokens will be looking at, okay, we're looking at about BTC, all right? If BTC breaks below this area we're looking at currently, okay, if BTC breaks below 40,000, guys, maybe we will get down to that $38,000 level, all right? And going down to $38,000 level, you can imagine what that would do to the market in general, right? Most especially for the altcoins that will just all scatter, right? Another token I actually look at taking a long trade somewhere around this 2.6, yes, 2.63 and all of that was G2. And then G2 disappointed me by breaking below that area, right? So G2 broke below that area and all of that. So yeah, every other thing we look at it and see how that will work. Okay, we look at it and see what we be expecting going forward and all of that. So if there is any token you're looking at, just let me know in the chat and all of that, okay? Now, guys, the tips I want to give you, most especially for those of you who are even if you're an old trader, if you're an experienced trader and all of that, okay? It's basically for those of you who want to grow your account, all right? As I said last week, when you are trading signals, whether it is premium or freemium, okay? Whether it's a paid signal you belong to or a free signal you belong to, all right? The ideas at which we look at the market differs, all right? And all of that. And then our risk tolerance too equally differs, okay? So if I have $1,000 account and I'm sending you settings based on my own trading, where I'm ready to raise even $200 and all of that to make some money, is different from you, even if you have $1,000 too, right? Even if you have $1,000 too, or even if you have $10,000, it doesn't mean that you have to be trading blindly, which is why I said, please risk a particular percentage, okay? Now, like the message I posted on Telegram this morning, I told us, I was analyzing that use at most 10% of your capital, right? Now, if you have 2, 3, 4, 5 signals in a group and you want to take all signals at the same time, that 10% of your capital should be splitted among all the signals. It's not that you use 10% of your capital in one signal and then use 10% of the remaining 90% of the 100%, right, you had in another signal. Then when you come again, you are using another 10% in another signal. Okay, let's assume you have $100 and if the first signal came in, let's say 30 minutes ago, and you took that signal, you use your 10% of that $100, which is $10 in that trade. Okay, you are not supposed to take another trade again immediately because you are not even sure of that $10 you raised in that trade, whether you will get back the money or not, right? You wait, if that trade now hits your stop loss, you will now go back and do what? And use the remaining money to enter another trade. But if you have decided that I'm going to enter more than 10 trades, then that $10, which is the 10% of your $100, should be the one you will split among all the trades you are going to take. I can decide to enter a trade with $2 with a 10x leverage. It will still give me profit if that, for instance, go 200%, 300%, okay? You still make money, all right? The whole essence of this is because we don't want you to lose your money. If you just use that slide and slide it 100% or 50%, you enter a trade. You see another one, 20%, you enter a trade. And some of you doing this thing, you don't even understand where the direction of the market is going to. You are not even look at the chart to say, okay, maybe this is the confluence I'm looking at. Maybe I'm looking at the break of a trend line, for instance. Or I'm looking at this bullish engulfing candle, for instance. Or I'm looking at this particular candle. This is the reason why I should go all in this trade. You are not even look at the chart to see that. And then you just go all in. And when the market is going against you, I see this anger. You know, you are so much angry that you traded somebody's signal. This is signal that they gave you for free and all of that. And the knowledge I equally share here is for free. Some of the things I even share for free, some persons will not even give it to you, even if you are going to pay for it. All right? Unless you have to learn the hard way by making those mistakes and all of that. And then you trade the signal, you are very angry that you had a very good risk management and all of that. If you had a very good risk management, why are you angry that the trade is going? Is it that you don't want to lose at all? You started trading with $70. Then just 3 trades alone, you have lost $60. Does it make any sense? How are you good at that kind of risk management? How exactly are you good at that kind of risk management? So it doesn't make sense, guys. It doesn't make sense. This market is not a do or die affair thing, right? Some of you are coming here, you just want to make money. Maybe you saw somebody driving Lamborghini, or you saw somebody who just bought a house, or you saw somebody who just maybe show you that I made $1,000, and you think you will just come in and you start making. If it is like that, everybody should be rich now. Why do you have almost 90 or even 99% of traders or those who have tested trading complaining that trading is a scam? Or you think that those people who are making, buying cars today, buying that today, buying this today, they just woke up one morning and started making that money, right? They just woke up one morning and started making that money. That's what you think. And then you just come in with your $50, with your $10, you want to turn it to $1,000 immediately. Okay. Well, if you belong to platform where they have 100% winning rate and all of that, I wish you well. Okay, I'm not saying you shouldn't belong there, but when you come to my own community, right, and you get things you get here for free, please don't be angry in your own mistakes. I send signals. The signals are supposed to be a guide, right? The signals are supposed to be a guide. It doesn't stop you from looking at the chart, all right? And if you must not look at the chart, I cannot overemphasize this. If you are not going to look at the chart, okay, please risk a little amount of money. It is not your own idea. It is someone else's idea. Risk a little amount of money. Use low leverage. Leon, right? I don't know if it is if he's here. He is a copy trader, right? A master trader on bybit. And then other people trust him with the money that they are trading with, okay, by copying his own trade. And he shared a screenshot the other day of how he was trading, was it 3x leverage or 4x leverage? And then he was able to make 100%. So for instance, if he's using 3x leverage and he risks $10 per trade, it means that that trade that gave him 100% has given him what? Another additional $10 for risking $10 in that trade, right? and all of that. Even if he decides to put his stop loss at minus 30% and all of that, it means that for every trade it takes, he'll be losing like, let's say $3. Okay, and all of that. So when I send signals, those who are smart, yesterday I sent a signal on the what's the name of this token, what's the name of the token again, and all of that. And then somebody just waited when the signal got to a level he was looking at. He took a trade, though the trade actually later, hit all targets and all of that. Yeah, which is good. But this guy waited and took a trade lower than every other person's trade. And in that case, if he has closed his trade where we all close our trade, he would have been making more money than every other person. All right. The community is not meant to be a one-sided thing. I am not claiming to be an expert in this space. Even if I am an expert, I'm telling you today that when you get signals on the group, even if you go somewhere and go and pay for the signals, please risk a little amount of money. You cannot make this money overnight. If it is easy like that, I should be flying a private jet every day. Okay? Another thing you should know is, some of these influencers you see who tells you, yeah, we thank God for their success, okay? But the reason why they cannot just give you everything for free, because they want to still make this money, okay? They want to continue to make this money. In fact, most of them, what gives them money today is not because they keep trading, right? Their trading could come once in a while, but the courses and every other thing they sell to you is what keep them going. Okay, it's what keep them going and all of that. So don't go to somebody's community because you have paid for knowledge and then you make mistakes on your own. No matter what you pay for, the trader is not going to come to your house and say, okay, this is where you're supposed to put your risk stop loss. This is how much you should be risking for all of your trades. They can't do that. If you go ahead and make mistakes yourself, please take responsibility for that and accept your mistake and stop blaming others. Stop blaming others, right? Stop blaming others. If you continue that way, you will not grow in this space. If you continue that way, you will not grow in this space. I can stay in a trade and it goes against me 80 minus 80%. I am ready to, even minus 100%. I can go ahead and close it at that. I can reach up to $100, $200 in a trade and I accept the losses. But you that is just starting, you just want to make, which is why, I don't even advise people sharing screenshot of the result they are making. Let's say somebody put a trade, $1,000 in a trade, and then the trade goes 10%. The person has already made $100. If you keep posting this thing, then a lot of person want to start jumping and making this same mistake and all of that, right? They will just want because you risk this to make this, want to try. Just like some of you will see somebody use a very high leverage, you say, okay, if I use, yes, high leverage can give you that money quicker, but how sure are you of that particular market that you want to enter? How sure are you? If you are not sure, please risk little amount of money. Risk little amount of money. Once again, if you enter a trade, you are going to trade any signal, whether it is paid or free signals, okay? Don't risk, even if you get more than 2-3 signals in a day, don't risk more than 10% of your capital in all of those signals, all right? So that when you finally lose that 10%, you still have money to trade more, okay? You still have money to trade more. And the reason why you have to take multiple trades is because if one fails, okay, one gives you profit and it goes on that way and on and on. All right. I just want to share this with you guys. Please and please don't take it personal. All right. You lose money, it is because of your own selfish, I don't know how else to describe this, right? You make mistakes. Instead of you to accept mistake, you're looking for who to blame. You see, if you don't, the earlier you start taking responsibilities in this space, the better it will be for you. All right. The earlier you start taking responsibilities, the better it will be for you. If you just come in here.
Can I add to that, Mr. Leo?
Yes, go ahead, boss.
Good morning, everybody. I just want to put one or two things, chip in one or two things. If you could remember, when I called you for one trader that I took, which was JTO, do you still remember how many percentage it was that I had to seek for your advice that should I keep the trade running or I should close it and take my loss, which was a bitter pill for me to swallow. then. If you could remember, I think it was around 330 something or
Yes.
whatever.
Yes, it was around 300 plus, minus
Okay.
300 plus.
Okay. So actually the trade was around 10x. And I kept adding and adding and adding, and I lost $300 and something that very day on that single trade. The next day we were talking and you were saying blah, 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 you are sorry or something. Did you remember my response? What I told you straight away?
Yeah.
I said no. I had to take full responsibility of my losses and profits. And that's how we learn. So for me, I saw people throwing jabs, as in I saw the messages on that. I never wanted to be part of that. That was why, because if someone could be behaving that way, all on our free signal. I know how much I've paid, and likewise, one or two guys among us here must have paid for signals and all the stuff, right? So if someone is taking his time to, all I can say is we just need to be very careful. And sometimes you don't need to respond. There are some things you don't even need to respond to. Like what you said, someone said anything free, people don't appreciate. And I totally agree with that. Just keep doing what you're doing. It's not easy. And people should stop thinking, don't use high leverage. Don't use high leverage. It's going to consume all your capital if you are not very good at, the same way you want to make money, in the same way those whalers want to take your money. Those are the things, because you can see a red candle now popping up and dragging all your trade down. What will you do? That is if you're on long. You understand? Sometimes it plays out and then we are happy, you are making money. But when you lose money, take it as a bitter pill and just move on. For me, I always learn from like losing 300 and something in a day. I mean, it was part of experience. And I learned some things from Leo himself, where he told me that I need to, instead of me adding margin, that was the mistake I did. I never wanted to lose that trade. I kept adding margin, kept adding $50, and it kept going against me. Instead of opening another position to push the entry closer. You see, we learn every day. We should just appreciate this man. It's not easy. I've been trading for years. He knows. I have been on several platforms. Several. And you see, people will come out and post all this profit and all those stuff. Don't even, map out your own strategy. Trading is a long-term thing, not short-term where you think people will come out and be driving Lamborghini, all those stuff. Don't listen. Don't even think that's how it's so easy. Like me, I don't take trade during the night. I saw some of you guys will wake up around 1, 2, 3 or so. This guy will wake up. Sometimes I will just let me just go to the toilet to go and pee. Checking my phone, I will see some signal this guy has dropped. I will check the time. The time will be around 1 a.m., 2, 3 a.m. Who does that? Who? It's not easy. So at least try to appreciate him, and then Mr. Leo, you see, that kind of a thing, just ignore. I mean, I saw some other guys responding to that guy's throwing jabs at people and saying blah. You see, you have to take full responsibility. If you make money, you smile. If you don't, then you take it and then you move on and you learn. Stop using high leverage. You can't be using 10, 15, 20. You see all those people that you're seeing, out of 50 trades, they won one and they will now post it for you to see. That's how it works. To make this money is not easy. I can understand. It's not. But let's just try to appreciate this man and then map out your own strategy. Like he said, 10% of your capital. If you want to stick to 3x, 5x max, it's up to you. If you have the money, you can go 10x, 20, 30, but don't come on the platform and start throwing missiles at people or something. That will not be accepted. It is totally unacceptable. Because if this man is doing this kind of job and some people don't appreciate, then they should just leave. Let those that want to appreciate this man and then to open the floor for everyone to learn. Let them come in, let them jump on board. Then we can learn together, we can trade together and make money together. That's all I want to say. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. I do appreciate. Yeah, I think that is it for that. Okay, that is basically it for that, right? So aside that, if you have more contribution, more input to make, you can go ahead and do that. Okay.
Good morning, Mr. Liu.
Yeah, morning, Margaret.
Just talking about this right now. So the thing is, when you gave the sinners, I actually like today. So I actually just woke up and I entered Bong, not mistakenly, but I entered Bong thinking you were the one that sent the sinner. So when I look, I had already entered and he was going against me. So at the moment, like yes, it's chopping me almost half of what I have in, because I have several accounts in a particular account. So I just heard what you guys have saying now. I just decided to just put a stop loss and just say, okay, than to be DCing it into this thing, that was a mistake, because really I just took the bunk without knowing, without really checking the market, because I was in a tight spot. I just said, no, it's new. Let me just take this one and just put this stuff and just put this many entries. It will not go. But yeah, that was it. So um to ask, because I want to ask the Ogada is from speaking, that when he had these challenges, how did he manage to bounce back? Because it's not only about having these challenges. Sometimes you have these challenges and then you have to also, like, that coming back stuff is where I want to ask, how did he manage? What are some strategies that he put in place that helped him bounce back even stronger than he was? So that's what I
Well,
want to ask.
was that question for
And
me or Leo?
no, you.
Oh,
So
all
what are the
right.
strat? What are, so because you said you lost about maybe 300 a day,
Yeah,
and
you see,
that can be very helpful. So
yeah,
what
you
are some
see,
of the strategies that you
okay,
put in place that helped your account grow back,
okay. What
probably to
happened
where it is
is,
today?
to mitigate all those things like, losses and then some kind of issues. It's let me just be straightforward with it. It's a financial pain, right? But for me, what I normally do is so simple. I take some signals when I make money. For example, like I look into coins that are to be listed. I jump in and jump out, and then when I make small money from there, I put it in my portfolio for futures trading. And the reason why I do that is I know it's very easy for me to make small money somewhere. That's number one. Then number two, there are some what's it called? There are some signals like I need to do my own scalping. So when it drops the signal, when I see that and I check what's it called, BTC, the Bitcoin drives all these altcoins we are seeing. So once I see that, okay, it's still very strong, I determine my own entry. Even though the trade has already started pumping or something, I will just wait. There's one thing that I was able to crush, which was wrecking or killing my trade back then, and that is what FOMO.
Exactly.
That thing, if you can conquer that thing, is very, very important. I used to be, that FOMO thing that was my problem back then. And what I do is I wait, because there's all this trade you are seeing, all these signals, they will surely retrace, they will surely bounce back. And once they come to retest the same support level or something, I set my trade there. If it doesn't come my way, I leave it, I let it go, and I look at another trade. And that's the way I make those money back a little bit. Even that same trade that went against me, you know what happened? I caused it myself. That's how I was telling Leo that he should not even go there. What I did, I've already made I made 60 on long and another 45 on short. Now, my brother, what do you think I'm supposed to do? Say bye-bye to that JTO token that day, is it? That's what I'm supposed to do. I didn't do that. But greed made me to go back into that trade thinking it's going to shoot up again. And that was why I got stuck and I lost that $300 and something. Like, so that's why I said, map out your own strategy. Once you see a signal, that FOMO, hey, no, they've dropped the signal. How long? 30 minutes ago, I need to jump in. No.
Today is
You are not
actually one
meant
of
to
the
take all
first day that I
signal.
blow an account. It's
I'm telling
actually
you
one
that
of the first days that I
you
blow
are
an account.
not meant to take all signals. Take that from me. You know, the ones you know you're comfortable with, do your own scalping, map your own entry. If you know it's gonna retreat, if it does come back to you, that means that trade, that signal is meant for you. If it doesn't, look for another one. You see, FOMO is what can wreck your account. You know, that thing, if you can conquer it, I'm telling you, even if you lose 50% of your capital, I'm assuring you, if you know your way, map out your own strategy, risk management, and all those stuff, you will make your money back. Trading is all about long term, not short term. That's one thing I want you to understand. Not long term, and people get easily distracted with all these screenshot of 10,000, 5,000 percent or something, bro. You look at your own self, your own account, your financial strength, and you start building gradually. Rome was not built in a day. And they say a journey of 1,000 miles, you're gonna start with a step. So that's it. I hope I've helped you there a little bit. That's it.
Yeah, of course. That's it. That's nice. Thank you very much.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes. Good morning, guys. How are you? Yes. First of all, I would like to thank you for the opportunity that should another guys they can unmute themselves because I don't think I'll okay. Thank you, guys. I would like to take the opportunity to thank you, Mr. Leo, for the lessons. The signal that you have been providing to us has been so helpful to me. From my side, I can see I'm the only guy that is coming from South Africa. I can see all of the guys here are from Nigeria, of which for me it's something that I'm starting to learn, like to interact with other people. You understand? When I saw you, Mr. Leo, on YouTube, I think 6 months or 5 months back, I saw this guy has been consistently, like every day, doing his craft when it comes to this cryptocurrency thing. And remember, the most mistakes, I've been involved in the network marketing for a very long time. And also, what I've noticed that the most people, they are coming with mentality of network marketing in the crypto market. That's what I've detected. It's not only from you guys. I've been like doing my research for the whole crypto industry. I've managed to see that people still, they do not want to learn, first of all. When it comes to learning, people, they do not want to invest time learning. That's one of the most important thing I think in the crypto market. It's very important to do. And based on my analysis, I find out that even though we are learning technical analysis, yes, we want to be good on the technical analysis side. Most the crypto market, it's 70% or 80% fundamental. You can be very good at your technical analysis, but when the fundamental news coming, it can derive anytime. The market can go back, the candle can go back anytime. So most of the time, even so, I follow 80% of fundamentals in the crypto market. That's what I've detected now, and it's working for me, because even though I can see the bullish sentiments on the market and whatsoever, but first of all, I would like to see what is the news for the today. You understand? Is there any strong news based on the crypto? You understand? So that whatever is happening, because I know that it can short any time, you understand, and can liquidate, because during this time there's a lot of manipulation, you understand. So for me, even if you are dropping the signals, people they are rushing to get to the signals, you understand. That's what you are saying, without even checking, you understand, or doing their own analysis, you understand. First of all, even if you see there's the entry whatsoever, first of all, once you see the signal has been dropped, take your laptop and then use your technical analysis and the Fibonacci whatever tool that you are using, just to check and verify for yourself, because you won't be sure. There's no market profit. The one thing I know, there's no profit for the market. Like Mr. Leo can be 80% knowing what he's doing, but I know that also you must validate any signal that has been dropped, so that whatever, even if you are losing money, you'll know that at least I've done 10% of the work, even if the signal was dropped. So people, you won't satisfy people when it comes to financial market. You won't satisfy even if you can do things for free. That's one you must know, because people, the most basic thing that they are lacking is to learn. They do not want to take the time learning. You understand? They want everything on a silver platter. They want everything to be brought to them. Do the research, checking, because the most things that they are asking, I can see the questions on the group. What is stop loss? You understand? What is that? What is stop loss? What is matching? You understand? Those things you're supposed to learn for yourself. Matching. You understand? What is liquidations? These are the basic things that Mr. Leo is not supposed to.
Sorry. Hold on, please. Somebody is playing on the screen. Can you just stop? Okay, you are doing a lot of, I don't know what you are drawing. Okay, even if it is a child that is joining us, I don't know. Can you just stop, please? Thank you. Go on. Yeah, go on, Baz.
Yes. So I think most of those things people need to take time and learn. You understand? There's no need for us to rush to make money. Yes, I know people have pressure of they want to make a lot of money now, but I think for us, there's no need to rush, because what I like about this community, even if it's small, this community gives us the space to learn. You understand? Because we are doing Zoom every day. You understand? So it gives us the space to learn, even if hello,
Yes,
this
go ahead.
is disturbing us, eh?
Just go on.
Okay, so I think if we are not fixing one another psychologically, you understand, it would be so difficult to make it in the market. You understand? If we do not fix us psychologically, meaning that we're fixing our emotions. We know that when you are entering a trade, you dealt with your emotions 100%. You understand? You know that anything can happen. Hence, there's this risk management analysis for us. If you don't take the money that you have borrowed from anyone, don't take any loan, don't take anything, because anything can happen in the market. So I think based on my research and also the interaction that I have with you guys, it's helping me understand. Even I'm doing most of the research, you understand, on the crypto. People need to follow the fundamentals, you understand. It will help them even if they are signals that are dropping the group. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for your contributions. I believe we're all learning. Okay, so yeah, so the way we do it to avoid distractions, okay? If you want to say something, you just indicate by raising your hand, then I can allow you to unmute yourself, because if I just make it open, then everybody will just be unmuting themselves and then we'll just keep getting distracted and all of that. All right. So for bond, were you opening long for Chris? Because this market, everything is dumping. Look at bond. Bond is going down to, from the look of things, okay, bond would definitely go down to around that 13, 12 cent area. Yeah, that's where you should be looking for long for bond. Then if you want to accumulate bond, because see BTC back to 40K. Yeah, BTC back to 40K. And another thing you said about, fundamentals and all of that, very correct, okay? I don't know, there could be a reason why this market is selling, very hard this morning. There is a reason why the market is selling very hard this morning. So I don't know, maybe you do your findings. You do your findings, please don't blow your account so that you have money. I don't know. You say you put stop loss, so just accept your losses. Why did you even long bump? Yesterday, we had to long bump yesterday because of what was I even looking at bump? I think on the 1 hour time frame or thereabout. Yeah, the rejection I got here and all of that. So which played out, right? Bond went to 24 cents or thereabout, almost hit our target before it started coming back. But before that, because I used like a 20x, okay, Bond actually gave me more than 200 and all of that. Then we closed, but I was expecting Bond to come over to around maybe 29, 30 cents, which never happened. All right, which never happened. Another thing, guys, is when a trade is in profit, okay, because at each time, okay, if you notice, our trades will always go, maybe hit, for instance, Combo hit TP1 this morning before it started going against us. All right, Combo hit TP1. I think I have to close this trade right now because all my money. Yeah, I will have to close the trade. So Combo hit TP1 before it started going on profit. So if you are always active, and or you set limit orders, okay, to close trades at each level. Now, one thing I'm trying to do now is to make sure that at TP1, all right, if I use a sizable margin like $20, $30, $50 and above, at TP1, I want to close 75% of my position. At TP1, I want to close 75% of my position. Then I will leave the remaining 25% to run. Now, that remaining 25% that is running, okay, my stop loss will be at what? At the entry. So that in case the market goes against me, I'm already closing that trade with profit. In case the market goes against me, I'm already closing that trade in profit. All right? That is basically, which is what I didn't do on Combo, because Combo actually hit TP1, and I think Joe too hit TP1, and then, before every other thing started dumping and all of that. So yeah, please, if you are not greedy enough, okay, TP1 should be okay for you. Because if you put like $10 and TP1 gives you 10%, 20%, depending on the leverage you are using, all right, you should be good with that. I know somebody who told me that TP1 is okay with him, and then what he does is he uses between 20 and 30x leverage. So that once that TP1 is hit, immediately he's out of the market. He doesn't even want to go to TP2, TP3, or whatever. I said, okay, why not do the same thing I'm doing? Close 75% of the position, move stop loss to entry. And all of that, I say, no, he may not have the time to be doing that. So he just closes his trade. So he uses high leverage at that TP1. If, for instance, I'm using 10x leverage, and TP1 is supposed to give me like a 10% return, okay? Because it's using 30x leverage, you'll be getting like 30% return, 20% return. It all depends, okay? And then compared to the margin he uses per trade, at the end of the day, his target is at least $100 every week, okay? At least $100 every week and all of that. But it's not a must. Okay, some weeks he makes more than $100. Some weeks he makes less than that. And then some weeks he will not make at all. Okay, and all of that. So it's always like that, guys. It's always like that. This market, right? If you do it very well, just try to understand, right? Try to understand. Another thing you guys to take note in is that if you want to learn, okay, start by choosing a particular token. All right, start by choosing a particular token. And when I mean choosing a particular token, it could be any token that is trending, for instance. All right. When we started hearing about bunk and all of that, if we have took advantage of that, you would have made a lot of money. When Solana actually exploded and all of that, okay, if we have took advantage of that, we would have made a lot of money, right? I showed us here of the Fisher's great trade I opened. Okay, the bot trading that I did on Bybit. It was just a long position on Solana, and it was always giving me profit. Okay, TRB was equally always giving me profit until it dumped from that 45. All right, which hit my stop loss at around, I think, $119 or thereabout. All right, it was always in profit. So when you see a trend, okay, when you hear about a trend, you hear about some of this ecosystem doing very well, okay, and all of that, please pay attention to a particular token in that and follow suit. Pay attention to a particular token in that and follow suit. What Bong is currently doing now is just a correction. Okay, I think the market cap for this has grown a lot, but it is a correction. All right. And then looking at Bong on a daily time frame, we should be waiting for Bong at this area of interest, which is this 618 level. Okay. The 618 level and all of that. Forget about this other one. Okay. This is the reverse stock that I used. That's why you're saying 382 and all of that. Okay. This is 618 level. This is the area where I'm looking for buys Bong. Okay. This is the area where I want to start buying Bong. All right. So anything at around 13 cents, 12 cents, and all of that, that is when I want to start buying Bong. But because of Binance listing the other day, this thing deceived me and I entered Bong around there. And then I saw this token went to 34, 35 cents. I never took profit. All right. And that was how I was caught up in this trade and all of that. So yeah, but buying Bong, okay, could be around this area. All right. Could be around this area. So yeah, for those of you who started accumulating Bong around this area, you could add more, which would eventually move your average price to maybe the middle here and all of that. So add more to your Bong position. I'm waiting to buy Bong either at 12, 0.0212 or 0.013. Okay, that is why I'll be looking to buy Bong, and then I'll wait for the next, move. Okay, for this particular token. Okay, wait for the next move for this particular token. If Bong is able, maybe at the end of the day, you put $1,000 in this and is able to go back to this previous high here, that is 150% return. Okay, and then if it creates a new high by canceling 1 0, guys, okay, that could be more. All right, if Bong cancels another 0 and all of that, that could be more for you. All right, so for Bong, if you are not shorting right now, no need to long Bong at the moment. All right. So yeah, those of you, if you want to say something and all of that, go ahead and raise your hand, make your contributions, and we take it further. All right. Okay. You want to trade only injective, only link, and the rest. Well, monitor the trades. Okay. Monitor the trades. Go ahead, all right, and trade those tokens if you want. Monitor the trades, go ahead and trade those tokens if you want. Look at the chart, okay, and see where you are comfortable with. Yes, I need to give, buyers, go ahead. I will give my boss equally a room to contribute. He's here, okay? Yeah, I'll give him a room to equally contribute and let us know what we are looking at in the market today. All right? Yeah, buyers, go ahead before AK takes over.
Okay, there's a coin that is going to be listed on KuCoin. CQ, that's a coin. That's another Bong, eh? People should look at it. I've been following the community. I think they can do their research, but I think it's going to be massive. It's one of the meme coins that is built on the ecosystem, Solana ecosystem.
All right. If there are more meme coins coming on Solana ecosystem, it means that Bong could be rendered, I don't know, it could be rendered useless going forward. What's the name of the token? Let's even look at it and see what's going on.
You can just go to KuCoin. You will see that they are listing it. It's going to be massive. I'm telling you. I haven't bought. I'm waiting for. I'm trying to transfer the money to KuCoin so that I can buy it.
Yeah, I know what KuCoin whalers can do. Some of these whales and the rest. And this token that was got listed on Binance actually did well. I was tempted to buy that token, but I did not. The ACE stuff. So it did very well. I think currently it's trading at $16 or thereabout. So for those of you who got the tokens for free, congrats. If you did got that token, because those of you who are holding Binance BNB, right? If you got that token for free, you are in profit. And if you have a BitGet account too, BitGet is doing airdrop. Okay, all you just need to do is to hold their token, their native token, the BGB token, and you should be able to get the tokens too for free and all of that. I want us to look at that token before. What's the name of the token? Where can I find it on KuCoin? Please, if you can see from your end, when is it going to be listed? What is the countdown we have there when it will be listed? Baz, are you there, please? The coin that we listed on KuCoin, what was it?
Okay, so you've been unmuted. Oh, it's CO2. It's a cock coin. Please go to. Are you the one that you sharing the screen?
Yes.
Yeah, please go to CoinMarketCap.
Okay, CoinMarketCap. Let me see.
Before we go to KuCoin, please go to CoinMarketCap.
Yeah, let me share the screen for that. CO2, right?
Yeah, CO2. No, CO2, not CO2. CO2.
This cock in you.
Yeah, cock in.
Okay. Is the coin is CO2? Yeah, that one.
Yeah, people are buying it already. Yes. Because it was 1% in the morning. Yes.
1% and it's already 42%.
Yes.
That's
You. Meaning people are buying it, eh? I was struggling because I was supposed to buy it first. Because you can connect it an AVAX ecosystem. If you have an AVAX, you can buy this thing. You connect your AVAX with Trust Wallet or MetaMask.
okay. So let me check this one. Thought this thing was supposed to take me to the website directly. When is the countdown for when it to be listed?
1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. They are going to list it now. 1 o'clock. Let me go on KuCoin. At 1 o'clock, it says a listing.
Yeah, everybody look at that. Everybody is just buying up.
Yes, everybody.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you buy this thing, if you do. Maybe if it once it's listed, okay. Once it's listed, you can trade it on KuCoin and all of that. Yeah, if it is listed, you can trade this on KuCoin and so on. Yeah, you can trade it on KuCoin. since it will be listed on KuCoin itself. So once it's listed, you can trade it on KuCoin, or go ahead. For those of you who have created wallets for this, just link up to the Avalanche ecosystem and see if you can buy this coin right now. And maybe you could do another 50%. Who knows? So if you want to try it, give it a try and buy and see how it goes. I see everybody is bullish about this coin.
I can
Everybody is
see.
bullish about this coin.
I can see everyone.
Maybe this will, they focus now since Solana did its own, everybody is talking about AVAX and all of that. So if the meme coin could be the one that will, bring more money to Avalanche and all of that, who knows? Because look at it, everybody is bullish on this particular core of a thing. Yeah.
Yes, everyone is bullish.
Okay, I think it's just to risk little amount of money here, right? Basically, it's just to risk little amount of money in this stuff.
Just $10, $20.
Yeah, and hold it and see what changes you can actually do to the Avalanche stuff, because more money comes into it and all of that. Yeah, you know. Why is it not loading? Why is it not loading? I never used this stuff before, so I don't know. Is this link that will let me even see this trade? What's the name again? Trader Joe XYZ. I don't know what this one is all about.
Do you have an avalanche?
But why is the website Trader Joe XYZ? This is what I don't understand. Trader Joe. I know Avalanche is okay, but this website is strange. I've not heard of. Okay, there you can interact with all these networks here.
Because it's going to be expensive, the gas fee.
Which one is expensive? You mean Avalanche is expensive?
No, I mean the gas fees,
The gas fee on.
Yeah, the gas fees. If you are going to swap to swap the token to another, let's say you are swapping, the gas fees are so expensive. Plus minus $50, $40. It's better if we trade directly to KuCoin, because already they are going to list it anyway.
I'm not interacted with this network before, so I can't really see. So the token name is, I don't know, maybe it says Cock. Let's see if we can get the contract address. They put in one AVAX. Yeah, how many of these? Oh, this is how many? 20 million or what? Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, I guess you can trade it with USDT too, right?
With USDT.
Yes. Can you buy with USDT?
Check. Let's check.
Yeah, I need to get the USDT contract address. Let me see if that works. USDT. Oh, USDT. Hope you guys understand what I'm doing, right? So that I don't take anybody on that way. So let's see, put 10 of this here. You should be able to get, this is 54 million of these tokens. All right. So we have like, is it 2 hours or 1 hour from now to when it will be listed? I think 1 hour from now, right?
1 hour from now.
Yes.
No,
So
it's
yeah,
11, 8, 11, 11. It's not 1 o'clock. It's 1
okay.
o'clock.
So okay, I'll see if I can buy this thing. I see it has been going up and up. I'll see if I can buy this thing. But I'm going to use Dex2 to see if I can get it there. I'll just copy the contract addresses and go to Dex2 and see if I can get it on Dex2. And we can take it there, right? So while I look at way to go about this stuff, if it works, I will let you know how that works. Yeah, Royal Ambassador, go ahead and mute yourself. My boss, when you're ready for us, you can go ahead and unmute yourself, okay? So,
Hello, sir.
yes, go
Hello.
ahead. AC has been doing well, okay?
It's still on that token. It's 12 o'clock. In the next 2 minutes or so, it will be listed on token.
Okay, it's 12 o'clock my own time, right?
Yes.
And let's just trade it on KuCoin. I will just buy it once it's listed on KuCoin. Just buy it there. So there's no need of buying from the DEX exchange again. So we'll just wait when it's listed. We'll just buy it. We'll just trade it on KuCoin.
Mm.
Yeah, we'll just trade it on KuCoin. So AC has been listed on other exchanges already. So if it is going to be listed on bybit, I don't know when. But yeah, I don't know which of is it the AC? Is it let me check if this one. No, it's not this one. It's not this one. I don't know the full meaning of that AC. I just got it for free and then I sold it at $13 and only for me to see that the coin has gone to $16. Currently, to look at it. Okay, is it fusionist or whatever? Yeah, is this particular token? Oh, it's back to 14 actually. As at the time I checked, it was market cap less than half a billion, right? This is 300 million, right? $300 million. So at 300 million, and this is going this way, and this is going this way. I think if this token pulls back even to $10, it's a good buy, right?
They are listing it now.
Okay, it's trading right now, right? Let me see if I can buy that. Okay, so okay, yeah, it's trading at 19 cents. Let me go back to that stuff.
Hi guys. Hi guys, good morning. What's going on? Um So just small word of caution. First of all, like awesome call from buyers. Thank you so much.
Okay,
So those that are going in to buy it, right? You have to be like careful first of all, because for the fact that it has pumped so much today, you might see a small dump because it's getting listed on KuCoin would also mean easier for people to sell. But at the same time, it might still have a big leg up. So what I would advise is if you want to buy with $30 or $40, first of all, buy a little bit with $10 or $15 in case it dumps so you can buy back. So don't just fly into the trade with all the money you want to spend on it. So just try to DCA basically, and it's easier since you're trading it on KuCoin, right? So yeah, but definitely if you can get it, you should try to get it.
yeah,
I've
because
actually been, yeah,
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 because
sorry.
it was listed with 20,000,23. Now it's at 19 cents, and I've just did what you just explained. Now I just go get it in with $10. I'm waiting it. You understand, to dump, and then I'll keep adding because I know it's going up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you.
Yeah, so there's so much to buy right now, to be honest. I feel like this is just I've said it before, I love seeing when the market dumps. Like I really love it because looks like the market's even recovering already. Because it's just another like awesome buy opportunity to get so many things that you probably missed out on before. But then the thing is, the way our psychology works, or the way a lot of people's psychology works, because my psychology doesn't work that way anymore. When we see a dump, there's just fear. It's normal. It's very, very normal. When we see a dump, people's what is in your mind or what is in your thought process is not to buy it. Oh, wow, the market is dumping. Fear, like, oh, am I going to lose money? Am I losing money? People are losing money. Everything is red. That's what's in people's mind. It's just fear, 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 fear. But then if you like really look at it objectively, it's just a perfect opportunity to buy lower. Like right now, I've been talking about TR for a while. We've been talking about injective. Everything we've been talking about, the prices are down, like so down. TR is down from over $14, almost $15, like up to 14.8, I think. Yeah, 14.9-ish. TR is down to 11.42. That's a very, very big um, correction, right? That's probably almost 40% correction. So it got to 11, it got to $11. Now it's back up to 11.42. So instead of people to buy right now, they'll still be thinking, oh, are we going to go lower? This, that. Yeah, well, I'll just advise you to just right now, if you have liquidity, now is the time to pick up some token on spot, right? Because even probably in 2 hours or 3 hours or 5 hours, I don't know. I don't think we're going to see a continuous dump because in fact, this is not really a dump if you look at it on the higher time frames, because on the 1 day time frame, just go back to the support around 4,600. That starts that support somewhere around there, maybe 3 times. This is like the fourth time it's going there. So it's just a support level. It hasn't gone. When it goes below the support level, then you can be scared that, oh, maybe we are going to really dump. But yeah, so it's just another buy opportunity, guys. Like get like some really bullish tokens, load up on them on spot. So I would suggest TIA, obviously. You should definitely load up on TIA because if you've been following TIA since it launched, this is probably one of the biggest corrections that's had. And we are probably not going to see it low in a while like this again. So if you buy it now or buy it around $11 thereabouts, 11.1, 11.2. By the time it goes back to where it was around 14.8, you've already made 40% easy like that. Very, very easy. Like without even trading on features, you've made 40% of your capital. And obviously, it's not going to stop at 14 or 15, obviously. So yeah, that's why I love dumps, because it just gives you, it's just free money basically. You just buy stuff, and when it gets back to where it was before the dump, you're in like serious profit. So look at TIA, look at RNDR. Let me type it in the chat box. Look at TIA, look at RNDR, look at Injective. Injective is not even dumping, to be honest. Injective is so strong. It got to maybe below almost 29, and then it's back up to 30.4 in like minutes or hours. So yeah, anyway, you can get Injective around between 29 and 30 is probably a good buy, because it was at 35 before, or 34 point something, whatever. So like I said, it's yeah, from 30 to or 29 to 35. That is probably like a 15%. So you would already make like somewhere around 12 to 18% of your capital in just like a few hours, right? So TIA, INJ, even Solana is back to 68, right? So there's so much free money everywhere. So much free money. It's just if you can pick it up. Yeah, Bonk. I don't know about Bonk, to be honest. I'm not really so invested in the game, but I'm really glad it's dumping. I'm really glad it's dumping, because obviously that means it's definitely going to get back to where it was before. And yeah, so opportunity to make money as well. So let me look at Bonk. What's the market cap right now? Market cap is down to almost 1 billion. This was over 2 billion. It was like 2.2 billion, and is down to like 1.15 billion. So yeah, just this year. So we also, like I said earlier, with the Cork Inu token, all these sports buys try to always DCA. So if you're keeping $50 aside to buy something, right? Maybe you want to buy TIA with $50. Don't buy $50 at a time, right? You could just buy $25, or you could buy $20, and then you wait. If it goes down below where you bought it, goes like a little bit lower, maybe to another support level, then you buy the remaining $25. So your average price comes down, and like, yeah, if it doesn't go down, if it starts going up, you can choose to now buy at a little bit higher price, or you can just ride it with what you bought initially, and when it gets to wherever you want to take your profit. So I would advise, if you want to get Bonk, you could do the same thing. You could look to DCA, right? So yeah, I don't think Bonk is a bad buy right now. Though I wouldn't buy it on features. I wouldn't trade it on features right now. I would just trade it on spot, because from where it is right now to its all-time high, it got to its all-time high. That was like a crazy, like demonic pump. Like that pump was not normal in any way. So obviously it has to see a correction. So this correction is very, very, very normal. Also, what this correction means is you're able to get it at a much lower price, and certainly 150% sure that it's going to get back to where it was before. It's just a matter of time, obviously. That time might be 1 week, it might be 2 weeks, it might be a month, right? But for sure it's going to get back to where it was before. So if you buy now, it's like 0.19. Obviously, I think it will still go lower, maybe even down to 0.10, somewhere around there. So you could look to DCA now, or you could just wait, whatever. Just pick your buy prices wherever you want to buy. But when it goes up, if you buy at 0.1, right? 0.01, sorry. when it goes back up to where it was, you'd have made 350% of your money just from sports, like not from futures. In fact, if you buy now, like as it is, like right now, if it goes back to where it was before, or when it goes back there around 0.34, you've made double of your money straight up like that, made 200%. So yeah, everything is it's a really good buy opportunity now. Like this is the perfect way for um Monday to start with this dump or mini dump. So I've actually been expecting it for some days, but it took a while. And yeah, now it's here. So if you look at BTC's charts on the daily time frame, right, this is just a support. Just someone said for some of us that have suffered liquidation and now have just $20, what's the way forward for us? Go and buy tier on spots or go and buy bond spots. That's easy as that. Or buy tier with $10, buy something else, maybe bond with $10, right? That's the simple advice I would give. Maybe not bond, but just I don't know, look for stuff to buy on spot and hold. Someone was saying, I saw someone saying in chat, someone was complaining about Audi, that Audi has let me look for the chat. Audi has drained my wallet. I don't know what that means. Like, well, it was just so funny. How does a trade drain your wallet? Maybe the guy got liquidated or something.
And then if it is liquidation, we'll now ask, what exactly is the problem? Why do we always allow liquidation? Okay, now if you trade and allow your trade to be liquidated, it means that you willingly wanted to lose that money, right? If I trade
It's as
and
simple as
let's say
that.
I'm risking $1 and I refuse to put stop loss, I'm ready that if I get liquidated, I'm ready to let the money go now. Yeah, so you willingly allow that money. So it means that it was something you afforded to lose. That is why you lose that, right? And another alternative to this would be that for many of us who don't want to lose at all, right? We just want every trade we take to be a winning trade, right? And then we just imagine that if we put stop loss, it will just stop us at, but let's allow it to run. And then you look around, came back, and you saw that you are liquidated. Sorry. Have a lot to say.
So it was even funnier, or it is even funnier because the Audi call I dropped, right? It hasn't even gotten to stop loss. So it's either maybe the person used like a much higher leverage and then his liquidation. The liquidation was even before the stop loss. It hasn't even gotten close because the two trades I dropped, like OP was a long, Audi was a long, LDO was sports. That's some of the trades I dropped, right? So I think OP got his stop loss this morning during that dump. But Audi has been so strong. He's not even going down, right? And he didn't really get close to the stop loss, to be honest. So I don't understand how the person got liquidated. Obviously, he would have used a leverage of maybe 20x or 30x because I used 4x leverage. So maybe the person used 15, 20 leverage. And so, like I said, if there's an analysis and there's a signal drops and there's a leverage drops with that signal, there's a reason for that leverage. I don't really use -4 so much. Like maybe a lot of times the low leverage I use is 5x, right? My leverage is normally between 5x, 6x, 7x, 8x, maybe 10x, right? But this particular trade, right? According to my analysis and my stop loss, I gave a very wide stop loss. My stop loss was maybe 12%. So obviously, I had to reduce my leverage to 4. So at least 4 times 12. So you get the stop loss. I'm losing just 48% of my margin on that position. That's why I used a 4x. So obviously the person does not know the train of thoughts behind me using 4x and decided, oh, 4x is too much. I can't be using 4x on a trade. So even if the person now used maybe 10x or 15x or maybe even 20x, obviously you get bonds and it's not my fault. There's nothing I can do about it. So if you want to buy on spots, Audi is also a really good buy right now because it's around 47. It got to maybe like 45. So if you can buy anywhere between 45, 47, it's a really good buy because the all-time high is somewhere around 20, 60, 69. He also got to 67 sometime after that. So if he gets back there, that'll be making 50% of your investment. So yeah. Anybody have
Okay. Just to add to what you guys have been saying, I can see Mr. Akachukwu, you are a sports trade expert. So that's very good. Those information you've given, they are very, very good. So people should concentrate. If you know you don't have the nerves to trade futures for now, right, stick to sports. It's going to be very helpful. Buy low, as he has said, and sell high. You know, once you are able to, you see, you can't be master of all those coins you are looking at. You know, just go to spots, buy them when they are low, and then when you see that they are high, if you know how to set limit order, like sell limit order, they will be very helpful. If you don't know, go and learn. Leo has everything on his YouTube channel. You see, someone who has not learned how to walk, then you can't run. And you have to take it slowly. And like the other guy from South Africa just said, like, it's very annoying when you see some people asking what is SL, what is MKR, what is limit order. Very annoying. Let's be realistic with ourselves. Are we here to just, try to while away your time, or you want to learn and move like others are doing? Learn the basics. Just learn the basics. You can set your limit order for buy and for sell. When this market, when it reaches this certain price, I want to buy. When it gets to certain price, I want to sell. You can do that on all of the exchanges. Try it on spot. Risk a little bit of amount of money. $10, $20, buy low, sell high. When you are confident enough, you know what SL is, leverage is, like me. I don't get moved by all these 100x, 50x, all those stuff. Now, the highest I go is 10x, 5x, 7, 8. So I don't see the point where I'll be joining a Zoom where some people, like, we are not learning, we are not moving forward. Some people keep talking about liquidation. If you cast your thought or your hope on how to make money, what about the other way around? If you lose money, SL stop loss, Leo, he has hit this many times. I can't even count it. Always put stop loss. Always put stop loss. Take profit, move your stop loss to entry or break even. Or I don't know. I don't know what else. You see, like that gentleman from South Africa, we need to learn fundamental and basics. What is stop loss? What is market order? What is limit order, buy and sell? What is the red candle? What is the green candle? Blah, 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 all those stuff. You see, well, what is leverage? Which well, how to manage your portfolio, all those stuff. If you want to go into a trade, the same way you are looking at how much money you want to make is the same way the whalers are looking for how much money do you want to make from you, the traders. And that is why you see liquidation everywhere. And some people will be crying and saying, oh, you see, the same way you are targeting your profit is the same way you're going to target your loss as well. Learn the basics. If you know you are not comfortable enough to trade futures, everyone knows that's where the money is. But remember, that's the same place where you can lose, you can wreck your account, you can blow your account. So if you don't, take it easy. Go and learn, at least try sports, as Mr. Kachu. Just try sports. Bond, tier, all those things. Like if you know they've dropped, you buy. If you know you don't have time to be checking your account always, set limit order. When it reaches a certain amount, sell. For example, I did that yesterday on KuCoin. KuCoin, which coin is King? I set my limit order. He bought it. When I saw that it's already been bought, and I set the same limit order to sell. And I made 20%. And I'm out of that trade on spot, not on futures, spot. If you make 20% here, 10% there, 15, 30, 40, before you know it, you grow your account, then you can jump onto futures. And you start with little leverage. But if you see all those people coming on the social media and be saying, I made 50x, 75x, 100x, they've made $1,000, blah, 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 and you get moved, and somebody who has how much? Maybe $50 in your as your capital, and you took a trade, and you went in with like 25x, you should know your liquidation price will be very close. Immediately there's a slight retracement or whatever, or rebounds of the price, you got liquidated. The next minute you will come to Leo. All your signals are just hitting stop loss. What? Learn the basics. It's very important. If you're not confident trading futures, start with spot trade. Know what limit order is. To sell and to buy. Know what stop loss is. Know what leverage is. So that's all I have to say. Today is just a day for us to learn one or two things from each other. Like what immediately Mr. Akachuku mentioned tier. I checked from my phone and I saw that, oh, really? I think it's time to buy. I just bought $50 now and I'm leaving it there on spot. If it goes up or something, I will set the limit order to sell, and that's it. So it's high time we appreciate ourselves, and people who doesn't understand things, learn to ask politely. Not coming in and start fighting people or throwing jabs at people like, I've been losing money. If anybody makes money, it's very difficult for us to come here and say, Leo, send me your USDT wallet. I want to transfer something to you. But if they lose money, that's when they will now shout, I don't know why I'm losing money. I can't call liquidated, blah, blah, blah. Guys, learn your risk management, up your game by learning risk management skills. Very important. Know the basics. We all lose money, we all make money. But it's not good when you keep losing. And if you keep doing the same thing every time, what do you expect? Same result. That's it. So we just have to up the game, learn the basics, ask questions. Don't jump into a trade without knowing. Sometimes I see some people that will be saying, okay, I'm just learning. I just came. Then the next minute, you went into a trade with 25x, 30x. Even I've not even seen Leo, who's our guy here, going into a trade with 30, 25x. So, what is enough for the wise? If anybody has something else to add, but let us learn the basics. And once we know what we are doing, then definitely you will grow your account. Start from spot. If you know you're not really comfortable on futures for now or something, start from spot and monitor everything. Then that's it. Stop loss and leverage. Those are the two very, very vital and important things in futures trade. I'm telling you. Leverage, stop loss. Hey, if you know that you can set your stop loss maybe 10%, 5%, it's up to you. I can't risk more than this in this trade. I do it a lot. If it goes against me, I don't care. I'm out. 10% of that, yeah, I'm okay. 5%, I'm okay. And if it goes my favor, yeah, it's a plus for me. So those are the strategy that you see, learn your own strategy. This is how I want to, the maximum 5x, 7x, or you start with 3x. Once you are making some money, you are growing your account, then you can jump to 4 or 5x. You can start trading and jump to 25, 30x. No, it's not done. So that's all I have to say for now, guys. I mean, let's know the basics. So that's it.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much all for your contributions. I think we'll just look at some trades. Okay, we can be taking. While we're even here talking, BTC just bounced. Okay, from 40,600. I think it got to 40,600. Currently, we are at 41,100. Right. Now, taking a trade here with the 100x would have given you plenty money. Yeah, we went low as 4,600 and then we bounced back. So yeah, this support area at that 4,700, 4,600 has been holding on very strong. Okay, maybe before the end of today, we could see BTC going back up to 42, 43, who knows? So yeah, I don't know, bro, do you have any token you want us to look at? Can you share your chart? Let's see so that we can go on from here.
Yeah, let me share my screen. I guess, like I said, some of the tokens I suggested people could buy on spot it will also be profitable to get them on futures for those who can trade futures, obviously, and because they are at discounts right now. So, but I'm still kind of wary about the market because we might see. Let me look at BTC. Yeah, BTC looks okay, to be honest. I expect the next move to be somewhere, at least somewhere around here. I don't expect us to go below here, but we might still see a like small, I don't want to say dump, just downward movement back again to test this particular area, um, to test this particular support. We might, just a probability, that's around 40,362. So I'm wary of opening longs right now, like at this moment, because I think we might still come down to test this support before we finally go back up. Yeah. So, but potential stocks we could trade. There's so many at this moment, to be very honest. So, there's Solana. Solana is at 68 right now. I think you guys remember the last time we were analyzing Solana where it was around where it just barely bounced on 64 and then it flew back up again. So I would still look at getting Solana somewhere around here. And ride it. Yeah, so obviously my SL would be much closer, just below this point. Yeah, so I look at getting Solana. Like I said, I expect BTC to still have like a small movement downward. So when that happens, obviously I expect Solana to come down a bit as well and probably test this support that we've previously seen here. There's one support. Obviously, this was resistance. I mean, you can see like this area, this whole area. Let me use a table. So like, yeah, so we can see this is a very strong level. So we're saying it was resistance here, it broke above, barely came down, resistance again, resistance here, resistance here, resistance here until it finally broke, came down, it's now support, came down again here, it's now support. So I would expect it to touch somewhere around here and then we go back up. So this is like a very easy move to get. So this is something I would be looking at, this long trade. So so that's for Solana. For TIA, right? TIA is already trying to move back up. So if you look at let's see the retracement levels. Yeah, so you would see that it literally came to just tap the 618 perfectly, right? It literally just taps the 618 and went back up. This is the 618 level. So let me take this off. So you can see this blue line. So it just came, tapped the 618 level and went back up, right? So if I'm going to take a longer, I would still look to enter somewhere around here. Yeah, I don't think it dumps much further than this, and then ride it to the top. So this is a 31% move. So if you take this 31% move with a leverage of 5x, that's a potential 150%. Obviously, you have to be mindful of your stop loss. My stop loss will probably just be a little bit below this level. Yeah, so just 5%. So I would probably take this trade with something like an 8x or 8, 9, 10x. 10x, obviously, if you're fine with losing 50% of your capital if you get to the stop loss. So like when I'm trading, a few days ago, someone was asking me, how do I get my leverage, right? My leverage is heavily dependent on my stop loss because I don't when I'm analyzing the charts, I don't think about leverage. All I think about is getting my levels right, getting my entry, getting my exit, that's my take profits, getting my stop loss. That's what I think about doing, right? And then once I get that, then my stop loss would depend, my leverage would depend on my stop loss. So an example is right now, if you see this red bar here, it says stop 5.4%, 5.54%. That means at my stop loss, I'm going to be losing 5.54%, right? That's without leverage. That automatically means a times 10 leverage would mean I'm losing 55.4%. So my leverage is now going to depend on my risk appetite, like how much am I willing to lose on this trade if it goes against me? Because obviously that's what I think before I enter every trade. I don't just think about how much am I potentially going to make. No, I also think about how much am I going to lose. It's a very, very big factor I consider before entering any trade. Because if you're entering any trade, you have to be willing to lose money. The trade can go against you, right? Every single trade. So what I would just do is I would use something like an 8x. So an 8x, I'll be losing somewhere around 40 to 42%, right? So yeah, so that's that for TIA. I could maybe bring my entry down a little bit lower to somewhere around here. And yeah, so yes, because I feel it's expected to go. I don't expect it to just start flying up. It would still maybe come down, tap this area, and then yeah, and then move back up. So there's another thing I'm looking to trade. What else? AVAX is down, but I don't know if I want to trade AVAX. AVAX went up to almost this is somewhere around 45, but it's down to 37, right? obviously it also looks like this is a major retracement level because it looks like it bounced. Yeah, so it got to the 786 level. Right. So it got to the 786 level. So this is probably a good level to get it at. I mean, we don't get to see this a lot, to be honest, because at this point in a bull market, I always say, right, dips are for buying. It's so easy. So if you have liquidity, like you're probably so happy right now, you're living your best life because there's so much to buy that would potentially make a lot of profit. So we just looked at TIA, we looked at Soul, we looked at AVAX. So let's look at RNDR as well. So I would just mention that I'm actually already on TIA and RNDR trades, right? Let me take it out. So, but I started to buy a little bit higher, then I bought lower, I DC'd lower, then I've set my order somewhere low. So yeah, but I'm still looking to buy lower to reduce my entry. So RNDR looks like an awesome buy without even analyzing anything about the chart. It already looks like a really good buy. So yeah, so you can see it got to the 618 level basically. Yeah, it got to the 618 level as well. Which is also just like Solana I was analyzing earlier. You can see this is kind of a support, um, resistance, broke through, support here, came, support again. So yeah, so this is also an easy profit route. So I will just look to set my order somewhere around here, set my SL somewhere around here. Yeah, set my SL somewhere around here, 2.99. But that might be too close. So I might just bring it down here. Yeah. So, and yeah, so this is just back to where it was before, right? So this is another trade with potentially really easy profit because all these tokens they just got to a very they just got to very strong support levels, right? They didn't break down below those support levels. Though obviously, right? Obviously, there's still a risk in BTC. We don't control the market. Anything could happen and we could see it. Yeah, anything could happen and we could see it go down here, somewhere around here. But I really doubt that. I just think it's going to, if it hasn't bounced already, it could come down to this blue line, bounce again, and go back up because this is just a major support level. Right? So since that is happening, since has bounced, that's the other way most of those other tokens would just have already bounced off their support or would bounce off their support. And then, yeah, so this is ING. This is ING. So if you notice, like there are just some particular tokens. There are some the tokens I mentioned that are good buys on spots, right? Those are also a lot of tokens I'm analyzing to buy on futures. So the thing is, the way I like to trade, I don't like to just trade any token. I like to trade tokens that are bullish at that point. So TIA has been really bullish, Solar has been really bullish, AVAX, RNDR, and now ING. So these are tokens that, from charts, you can even see they are recovering ASAP. In fact, ING didn't even really dump like the rest of them. So that's why I want to trade them. I rather trade these tokens than trade just any tokens that I don't really know if they are bullish. We could see other things recovering, and then the token you're trading would just be consolidating. I don't like to see that. So I always like to trade what I am sure or what I know is bullish. So yeah, ING really has just been moving. And okay, let me see. Let me see. Let's see here. Okay. So this got to the 618 as well. Right. But you can see he has already moved like this got to 618 as well, but we can see it's already moved up. 618 was at 28.3 and it has already moved to 30. So already since we got to 618, this is it's already an 8% move. Yeah, so yeah, I would probably look to trade this. This token is like really bullish right now. So if I want to trade it, I don't even know if it will come down to this level, but I'll probably want to set my entry somewhere around here. Might not get here to be honest, but yeah, I would just try to set my entry somewhere around here. This is really bullish, so I could just set my stop loss a little bit below the blue line. Yeah, that's that, and then take this. But if I want to trade ING, right, I'm not just going to set my take profit where it was before. I'm going to give a little run because I know that I'm going to see a serious pump soon. So maybe not somewhere around maybe 37, because it got to before it got to 34. Um, from the moves it has been making, let me see, this was a 54% move. This was a 44% move. So let's say it makes a let's say if it makes a 30%, right? Yeah, 31%. So yeah, so I'll just set my take profit somewhere around 37.5, 37-ish. So yeah, so if it comes down to pick my order, that would be like really awesome. If it doesn't, then you move on to other trades because it would come down. So I think it really would come down. So maybe I would drop setups for all these tokens we are looking at. I will drop tokens for or I will drop setups for all these tokens I'm looking at. Someone said, what do you mean what do you mean a token is at discount price? Means that is at a giveaway price. Like you've seen it at higher prices before, but right now price is like way lower. So it's at giveaway prices. That's what we mean when you say is at a discount. It's just at a much lower price. Yeah. What is your to go? What is your go-to time frame for your daily trade and your indicator? So as you can see, like the indicators I mostly use are one, my RSI, two, my 50 and 200 moving averages, right? Those are the three indicators I use the most. I use Fib retracement tool a lot. That's this Fibonacci retracement tool. I use it a lot because obviously, like a lot of times, like a lot of these trades I've checked this morning, you can see it's just an easy way to predict where these things are going to go down to, right? Where the consolidation or where the retracement is going to take them to, and then from there you can set up your entries. So these are really like my go-to. Obviously, I use one or two other things, but these are the things I use most consistently. I use my RSI a lot. Like probably what I use the most is my RSI. So I use it together with my moving averages or together with different chart patterns or different candlestick patterns. So they would like tell me what's happening together with my RSI. Yeah. Please can you drop charts with your setup so we can learn more while studying Jesus or while trading on sports? I don't really use SL when I'm trading on sports because there's no risk of liquidation. What I do, like I said earlier, is I set different entries. So I set one entry a little bit higher, like go lower, set another entry. Sometimes I even have a third entry. So if it's going down, like if it's going down, if it picks the first entry and it goes down below, it would pick the second entry. A lot of times it doesn't even get to my third entry. It just goes up from there. So I don't use SL when I'm trading sports. But you can use SL when you're trading sports if you want, depending on your risk appetite, what you would be willing to lose on the trade. Or I don't think you can I don't know, but it's not really my thing to set SL for sports trades because if I say I want to buy so assets with $30, like the $30 is never going to turn to zero. Obviously, it can go to as low as 25, 20, 15, right? So that's why I said I would buy low. So I wouldn't just buy with $30. I would first buy with $10. Um, I wouldn't just buy, I would buy with $10, set another lower entry, another $10, set another lower entry, another $10. So that's mostly how I trade. I just try to DCA. Yeah. So what is the figure for the RSI and the moving averages? I think I mentioned the moving averages. I use the 50 moving average and the 200 moving average, right? Then the RSI is the RSI. There's no different type of RSI. Obviously, there different levels. The RSI at different levels mean different things, right? But there's just one RSI. So for the person asking for the figures, it's the 200 moving average and the um, 50 moving average. Those are what I use mostly all the time. It's on all my charts. Any charts I go to, you always see this moving averages there. So right. So I talked about buying how many things on sports. Um, I talked about Solana. I talked about FIA. I talked about AVAX. Though I'm not so bullish on AVAX because I think there are other like buy opportunities, right? I think there are other things you could buy right now that would do well. Um, Talked about ING, that's injective. The reason why we are seeing injective go so high, pump so hard, is because there's so much activity happening right now on the injective chain, and there's like so much more coming. So you can see I set my entry here and it's already going high. Before you know it, I've gotten to this level. So I don't know if it's going to pick my entry, but here. And then RNDR, right? Render. So you can see we're already seeing green candles. I always like to buy when I'm seeing red candles everywhere. That's really when I love to buy. So there's this thing called the fear and greed index, right? Just there's this thing called the fear and greed index. So let me just open it so you can see the image properly. So the fear and greed index, I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, you can see it on my screen, right? So the fear and greed index is just how people behave, the emotions people have, like in the crypto market, right? Yes. So when um when things are green, right? When there's so much green everywhere, like last week, right? Or maybe the weeks before that when Bitcoin was pumping up to 44K and everything was green, all the altcoins were pumping. That's when there's extreme greed. So extreme greed means people are greedy. People are so greedy that they don't want to take profits. They feel like, oh, even those that have not bought anything, they want to FOMO in um on these tokens, right? Everybody is bullish. Everybody feels like, wow, the market is so awesome right now. So, right? So one of the best ways to trade is to sell when there's extreme greed. That's just one of the best way to trade. Like, just sell. Also, in the opposite direction, when there's extreme fear, everybody's bearish. Like this morning, when everything is dumping, you're seeing red everywhere. There are red candles everywhere. Any token you go to, BTC and Bonk, everything is dumping. There's extreme fear. People are like, oh, why is everything dumping? I'm losing money. I'm getting liquidated. I'm hitting my stop losses. I'm pissed off. I'm scared about the markets. I don't know what's happening. That's extreme fear, right? So exactly the opposite way. When there's extreme fear, is the best time to buy. As a trader, just have it at the back of your mind that this is the basics of how things work. When there's extreme greed, that's the best time to sell. When there's extreme fear, that's the best time to buy because you're going to be buying at like very, very, very low prices. Very, very low prices. That's when there's extreme fear. Obviously, the fear is caused by dumps in the market, red candles. People are normally scared of red candles. Um, so I was just saying that because you could see just obviously when everything was pumping, let's just use this as an example. When everything was pumping, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 straight green candles, right? But would you know that you should sell here? A lot of people wouldn't sell because they'll be seeing green candles, so they'll be like, why would I sell when everything is pumping? But you can see in hindsight, now that you're looking at charts a few days or few weeks later, you can see that this was the best time to sell, right? So that's just an easy example. Same way everything is dumping. Red candle, red candle, red candle. This candle was red just up to a few minutes ago, right? So you can see this was the best time to buy, or this is the best time to buy. Still is the best time to buy, right? That's just how it works. We almost every asset you would see the same thing. Almost every asset you would see the same thing. Green candles is the best time to sell. That's when it's at top, right? Red candles, when it's at the bottom, that's the best time to buy. So that's just how it works, and that's just something we should all have at the back of our mind. So another example, green, 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 this Bitcoin, green, 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 everywhere, green, green, green here at the top. But people would have said, no, why would I sell Bitcoin at when it's at 44K? Why would I sell? I want to sell when it's 50K. I want to sell when it's 55K. I want to sell when it's 48K. But you can see it doesn't get there, right? So green candle is when it's best time to sell. And then you can see this crazy dump. So dump down to this place. Come up a bit, dump down again. But when is the best time to buy? When it was dumping, when everybody was panicking and saying, oh, why is BTC dumping so much? That's the best time to buy. So again, same thing, came down, dump here again. So yeah, so it's just an analogy that has helped me a lot. And it's something, if you want to be a really good trader, you should have it at the back of your mind. Whether it's sports you're trading, whether it's futures you're trading, whether it's even shit coins you're trading, or meme coins, whatever, right? Even if it's NFTs, whatever assets you are trading, when there's so much euphoria in markets, when everybody's talking about stuff, when everybody's happy, everything is pumping, just know that that's the best time to sell. And the other way around, when everything is low, that's the best time to buy. So, anyways, yeah, I think I've I've spoken a lot. Let me just check the bonk before I drop the mic. Let me check the bonk chart. So Audi, I spoke about buying Audi. I'm already on an Audi trade. I entered somewhere around here, and yeah, this was my entry. This is my stop loss. So you can see it never really got close to my stop loss, right? So if you're not on Audi yet, this would probably be a good time to buy somewhere around here at a very, very strong is a very, very strong level, right? This very strong level. So just somewhere around here. So you can see this has been support resistance so many times. Here it's support, goes up, breaks resistance, goes up again, comes down. Support, support, yeah, support, support, support. Come down here again, support. So right now it's just at the support. So obviously it's going to bounce from here and go back up to wherever. So this will also be a good time to buy Audi. And that token I'm looking at is SATS, right? I think I mentioned SATS the other day, and it was somewhere around here. There I mentioned it's somewhere around 0.8, 0.008 or something. For if we use our fee retracement, so we use our fee retracement, so we can see it got to somewhere around the 0.5 level. Yeah, got somewhere around 0.5 level. So obviously, it's not all the time that stocks goes down to get to this 618 level. Sometimes some stuff it stop at 3, so it stop at 0.5, right? So yeah, we don't have a lot of information around this in terms of support and resistance because it's newly listed. So if you're trading this, you should know that like kind of risky, but this is somewhere I would be looking at getting it. My SL would be below this candle. Yeah, somewhere around here. And then I'll look to hold it till it gets back to somewhere around here, right? Yeah, this would still be down. This would be here, somewhere around here. So yeah, I'll be looking at trading that here. So like I said, fear and resistance level, fear and greed index. So now that we are seeing a large red candle, large red dildo, whatever, obviously best time to buy. So this is another thing I'll be looking at. SATs, then let's see bonk. Let's see bonk. Right. So awesome time to buy bonk, like I said earlier. Very, very awesome time to buy bonk. I wish I didn't have so much bonk already out on spot. I'll be looking to buy more myself. Regardless, I'll still be looking to buy more. So if we use our fib retracement, so yeah, 618. So went below the 618 just a bit. Right. So I'll be careful about trading bonk. Like I said, I wouldn't trade bonk on futures right now because if I want to trade it on futures, I would come down and wait somewhere here, right? Yeah, like Leo analyzed it earlier. I think it's somewhere around here that I would wait. This is 0.15, still a bit high. But yeah, this is where I would, if I wanted to enter bonk on futures, I wouldn't buy around here because I can't see any reasonable support level it's bouncing on. So the next support level I can realistically see is somewhere around here. So this is where I would look to buy. It's obviously very a much tighter stop loss, maybe somewhere around here. Yeah. something like this. So if I wanted to trade bond, this is what I'll do. That's why I said it's best to buy it on spot. So if you want to buy on spot, you can buy somewhere around here, set another entry to buy somewhere around here, and you're good to go. Because definitely, like I said, just a matter of time in terms of maybe days, maybe weeks, maybe a month or more than a month. But if you get it on spots, without a doubt, it's going to get back to this all-time high of 0.0348 without a doubt, right? Because Bonk is not just, it's not a meme token anymore, right? They've built so much utility, they built so much together with like the rest of Solana. It's really one of the backbone tokens on Solana right now. So there's so much use cases for it. There's so much collaborations and needs for it. So without a doubt, it's still going to go back up to this point. So among all the coins I recommended, I think Bonk would be the best to buy on spot along with Tia. Those would be my two highest recommendations. Yeah, I was looking at Arkham. Arkham had like a sudden and crazy pump, right? And it went up to, this was a very, very crazy pump. I still don't even know what cost it. It went up to 0.65, but now it's down here again. So I don't know. I wouldn't be looking at trading it because obviously before it gets back to this point, it might take a while. So yeah. So those are basically the tokens I've been looking at. I'm looking at buying. So what I'm going to do, like around all these 5 or 6 tokens I talked about, I'll try to drop setups for them. For those who want to buy, because like I said, it's a really good time to buy. So I would try to drop setup for them within the next hour, because before you know they are pumping already. So try to buy them on spot. I already listed them for you guys to try to buy on spot. And yeah. So someone said with $100, would you do spot or futures? I don't think that question really is something I can answer because myself with $100, I would probably look straight futures at this point because of the level at which some of these tokens are, they at giveaway prices. So I would prefer to trade futures. But for someone who doesn't have enough knowledge of futures, just trade them on spot, because on spot you can still get profits, a lot of profits, in fact, from these tokens I mentioned, and you don't have the risk of liquidation or you don't have the risk of SL. So I know that if I'm trading this $100 on futures, I'm willing to lose maybe up to $50 if the trades go against me. Well, are you willing to lose that? If you're not, then just go to spots, buy them on spots, buy some of them maybe $15, $20, depending on you, $10. And within a few days or within a few weeks, you should see like a lot of profits, maybe even double of what you invested. So patience is key. You don't have to make all the money in one day. You don't have to make all the money in 3 days or 5 days. So you need to be patient. You need to buy stuff and hold stuff for a while, for 1 week. So it's not the one that maybe someone will buy any of these tokens on spots and in 2 days or 3 days, person is coming to tell us, oh, these coins have not moved, to I've not seen any profits from them. Nah. So anything you're buying, just be ready to be patient with them. And yeah. So I think that's about that. If there are no further questions, I would yield the mic. Man, I've spoken for so long. So yeah, over to you, Leo.
Yeah, indeed, you spoke for so long, but you actually addressed a lot of the concerns that I believe everybody or those who have actually learned from everything you said are very happy. So yeah, not even about how long, but this what we have learned from it. Thank you so much. We do appreciate. All right, guys, ask your questions if there are more questions. Okay, if you want more clarifications, go ahead and do that. If not, I think we'll call it a day here and then continue the discussion on Telegram. All right, continue the discussion on Telegram. So basically, right, what I will add to those of you who are asking spot or futures and the rest, okay? Both spot and futures trading are good, right? But like the plan I have for myself, right? Spot trading is part of my long-term, medium-term, portfolio building and all of that, right? So if I make money on futures, definitely I'll go to spot. Like we are talking about bond. If bond gets to an area of interest that I want to buy there. All right. I'm not buying bond to sell tomorrow. I'm not buying bond to sell in the next few hours. All right. I'm buying bond that maybe on the spot market, it will give me like 100% return, 1000% return, and all of that. Okay. So if I buy bond now, there's no way we'll buy bond right now. And you wait from now till the end of next year when the bull run, properly, when we are in the bull run, when every coin is hitting all-time high and all of that, right? And you'll not see bond giving you some percentage and all of that. So those are part of my long-term portfolio, right? Which happens in the spot market. But as somebody who has need, as somebody who is doing trading like almost a full-time business right now, I need to pay bills, all right? I need to subscribe for my internet. I need to do a lot of things to make sure that I keep, looking at the market, okay, keep going, that I'm comfortable that if I lose money today, okay, I will not be able to go hungry tomorrow. And the best place I can find that is on the futures market. Because futures market is like in a sharp thing. Why? Because you are using leverage, okay? The money that you have waited for, if it will take you like, let's say 24 hours to grow to get 100% on spot, within few hours, you can do that on futures, depending on the token and how volatile that token is, right? So, and another thing you guys should understand is it is not just about spot trading. Okay, some of us are doing spot because we don't want to give ourselves the headache of saying, okay, if this market continues to go down in the spot market, we'll take stop loss. We want to hold on to it. All right. Now, in a case where you carry all your money that you are using to do business and put into a particular token, and the token continues to dump, 2 days is still dumping, 1 week is still dumping, 3 weeks is still dumping, 1 month is still dumping, and you're holding on patiently because you don't want to accept losses, right? That's why you don't want to sell at loss. And you're holding on patiently, and eventually that token continues to go down for the next 6 months. Remember, you are going to go hungry because you are waiting for that token to come back to entering price for you to accept losses. So in a case like that, I would prefer to do futures, right? And accept losses when the need arises and look for more opportunity. But the whole long story cut short is that futures trading is what I use to pay my day-to-day bill. Futures trading is what I use to build up my long-term portfolio because I need to continually make those profits that I will use to say, okay, just like, buyers mentioned this COQ token, I think currently is up. My $20 about $30 right now, thereabout. I don't know if it's still going up and all of that. So yeah, you get. So when you make money and then when I lose money, for instance, if I blow my account, if I deliberately blow my account in futures, all right, I can go back to my spot, my long-term portfolio and say, okay, which one and which one is in profit here? Please give me some money or borrow me some money. Let me go to work again. I move that money again to futures. If I make it back, I replenish it back to where I got it from, okay? And all of that. So the two of them work hand in hand. If you must do this thing going forward, right? It works hand in hand, okay? Those who have money can, deliberately stick on spot and be buying when it goes low. There are people who don't trade like every day, like some of us do. They have the capital. Okay, one trade can give them money that will carry them for a whole year and all of that. Okay, just like somebody made $10 million in bulk, opening a long position with $15,000, using a 6x leverage. $10 million, bro. If I decide not to trade throughout the next year, you know, but you cannot just because you have made $10 million. Definitely, you want to travel the world. You want to, as you are spending, okay, as you are getting private jet, the money is going and all of that. But I'm just giving an instance that one trade alone can pay the bills of some persons, you know, and all of that. There are people who are in that level. But for some of us who are still starting that are not blown yet, yeah. So we just do it every day. We continue to pay our bills with it. We continue to build up our long-term portfolio with it and all of that. All right. So that's the area we are looking at. It's not just about, it's not as if you cannot trade spot every day and make $1, $2 every day. You can. All right. Just look for strategy that work for you. And so, okay, every coin that is on the internet, that's what I've been looking to buy. All right. Just like Bias talked about this token when it was 1%. Imagine you bought 1%. Right now it's up by 50%. So you can imagine if that was on spot market and you put in $100 and all of that, that would have, you know, been, that would have made a lot of, you know, a lot of money, a lot of profit and all of that. So guys, that is basically what we are, why we are here, okay? So in all, whether you're doing spot or you're doing, you know, futures, please always allow the market to come to you, okay? Always allow the market to come to you. And don't FOMO into anything. Don't FOMO into anything. Some persons is when you share the signal, they will not see it. It is when somebody share a PNL of 100%, 200%, they will not ask you, can I still enter? Like that kind of question, there's a way it always sound in my head. Can I still enter? Where were you when the was going?
Not
Where
Leo.
were you when the trade was going?
Leo, you are a very, very, I'm gonna put this straight to you. You are a very, very good leader. Patient, very, very good, and you know how to handle things like, which is that's why I've found it very difficult. I've been with so many people. You know my story. You know it all. So that's why I find it very difficult to deal with people. I'm sorry to say. Because some questions, when I just jump on them and I saw them, I'll just be laughing. Like, it's good, Sha. We are learning every day. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. We are learning every day. But just keep doing what you are doing. You know, there's always a reward for everything. That's the only thing I can say. There's always a reward. And I know
Yeah.
some questions are very annoying, and that's why you're a leader. And then the way you said, like, we are all learning. And FOMO used to be my problem. That's why I shared it with everyone here. FOMO used to be my problem. But now I was able to conquer that, right? Do my own analysis, scalp it, like what Akachuku was trying to. I learned one or two things from the way he was talking about the way he scalps and the way he, you know, I learn always. That's why I'm here. I'm not master of, all. Like, I'm strong in my area as well, but we are all here to learn. That's it. The guy, one thing I would like to say is, whenever anyone scalps or something, you can drop it in our channel there, maybe WhatsApp or Telegram or whatever. Whoever likes to pick up that trade can go for it. Like the Solana, the other guy Akachuku was saying, and that's very nice. Even the tier, very nice analysis, and you know, those are the things I would love to see more here on this and then we try to contribute, you know, learn so many things. Like nobody knows it all. Always let the market come to you, as Leo has just said. I used to FOMO, that was there, not anymore. I set my trade. If he hit it, the entry. If he doesn't, and Akachuku said one thing earlier. He said he always calculates what he's going to lose, like stop loss. From today's Zoom, I took that as a bonus. You know, and that is what I normally, I took that from him. Like, just know what you're going to lose. Not that you will now come here and be saying, I've blown my account and all those stuff. Those are the things. And then whatever, we should ask questions. Not stupid questions. Like, a trade has gone already, like it's already hit this, TP1 or even gone to TP2, and someone, you don't catch a falling knife in trade. You don't catch a falling knife. Definitely, you're gonna get hurt. That's it. Thank you so much, Leo. So I think I'll be
thank you
dropping off
too
very
for your
soon
contribution.
because I need to go into another meeting now.
It's all right.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. So basically, that is it. Okay, we'll continue the Zoom meeting throughout this week, and normally Zooms are always Mondays to Fridays. Okay, we don't do Zoom during the week and all of that. So yeah, thank you so much for your time, and I think we have some questions here. Okay. All right. Okay, I took a quick one. All right. All right. So for those of you who bought the cork, okay, the COQ stuff, I think it has pulled back again and all of that. I wanted to sell high, but I don't know if it will. I'm targeting the 30 cent, that is 0 point, all this plenty 0.30. Okay, currently it's at 0 point, I think it's 50, there about 22. So if you get to 3, that's what my target is. That's what I've set a limit order to sell at. So I don't know if it will get there. And the market cap for this is just 120 million. Okay, it's just 120 million. If the hypes around it becomes very more, and people are actually putting more money. Let's say if the market cap goes to 1 billion, whatever you buy right now could mean a lot. Okay, I actually bought at 18. I bought at 18. I saw it went down to 17 and all of that, but I bought at 18. Now, even if I sell at 21 currently, I'll still be in profit. So if you bought that token and all of that, well, I think you should be good right now. If you want to take quick profit, fine. But if not, it's just a meme coin. Okay, there's nothing around it, and it's on AVAX. It's on Avalanche. Okay, it may not be get the kind of power that tokens like Bonk and all of that got. But if they pushed it, okay, if you want to risk it, you can actually wait. You can put in $10, $20, whatever amount of money you can afford. Because if the market cap that is 121 million right now gets to 500 million, 1 billion, and all of that, it means that this token has a potential of canceling 1-0. Okay, if it cancels 1-0 now, you know what that means, right? You know what that means. So yeah, if you are going to hold on to it, fine. But if not, wherever you bought it at this point, you should take profit and allow the anyone to run there, right? So thank you so much, guys. I hope you've learned something new. When these trades are finally shared on the Telegram, please set your limit orders accordingly and let them trigger. And anyone that doesn't trigger, maybe after 24 hours or thereabout, you can cancel and look for another entry as time goes on. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to
Yeah,
call it here.
sorry, before we
Go ahead.
go, yeah, someone was asking if copy trading is still working. Yeah. So on the group, on the Telegram channel, all the signals they always come with the link for you to copy trade. So you can just do that. It's always active. Yeah, so that's just what I wanted to respond to.
All right.
I think we
All
can
right.
call
Thank
it a
you.
day.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys, anybody want to say something, you can unmute yourself, okay? If not, we'll call it a day here. Every other discussion will continue on the Telegram.
Did Mr. Akachuku drop the signal he was analyzing? Yeah, I think he promised he said he's gonna.
Yeah,
No,
not yet. Well, I'll drop it on the Telegram in the
All right,
next
perfect.
15 minutes.
All right.
Yeah.
Can you switch your chat to ING? I think
Hello,
what's
my
his
leader.
name? Abo C Hot or so. He said he wants to look at the ING stuff. He wants you to take a second look at it. Yes, Alice, go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to ask, this good advice that you've given us to take at least of 10% of our capital in trading per day. Now I want to ask, there was a time that you even mentioned to us that we should not select which signal to trade and which signal not to trade. We should try and pick all the signals that are coming. For instance, now you send about 5 signals us and we have apportioned 10% of our capital to trade for that day, and it is still running till the next day and another signal comes, are we to cancel all that of the previous day so that we still pick the present day's own at the same 10% of the capital, or what do you advise? To still be on 10% capital, or can we go ahead and maybe apportion another 10% for today's own, and now it's like 20% you are using already? What do you advise?
Okay, first, there is not possible that you take 5 trades and the 5 trades will run throughout 24 hours without either hitting stop loss or TP. Okay, so if none of those trades closes, then you don't need to. If you are still holding on to it, then there is a reason why you are still holding on to it. So hold on to it and ignore every other signal that is coming. And no matter how juicy, because there are some signals you start seeing everybody is praising and then they are posting PNL, you'll be tempted to close the other one in losses and come and enter this one. And immediately you enter, the market will start going against you. And then those other one you close will not start going in your favor. And you'll be confused. Be like, should I run into the fire or should I run out and all of that? So, so just if any reason why you have allowed your trade to run for 24 hours, it means you have the reason for that. Either it does not hit your stop loss, it does not take profit, and it's still within a particular level, then you can allow it to run. Then when you close one or two, you can now allocate that money or the profit you made from that one to the next trade.
Okay, it's okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Yes, this is INJ, right? Yeah, I think INJ is still coming back to the setup as you set it. So I don't know what's the name again? Say Abo also. Okay, yeah, INJ is still coming back. Just set limit order for it. But there's no need to start rushing the stuff. It to come back and pick that entry. I know you definitely come back and hit that entry. But the way I would personally play INJ is that I'll have an entry there and then I'll have another entry at that blue line where you drew that support. And then my stop loss would be like 0.5% below, slightly below, maybe around 1% or 0.5%. So anywhere below that support level, that's where I'll be putting my stop loss. Then have like 2 different entries. So if the 2 different entry triggers and it doesn't go in my favor, then I can allow the trade to hit stop loss. Yeah. Okay, guys, thank you so much for your time. It's been a wonderful time. We spent more than 2 hours here. So yeah, do have a wonderful day and a profitable week ahead. Every other discussion will continue on Telegram. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you so much. Stay safe and blessed.